We finally here, guys. The NBA Final Four. Oklahoma City Thunder, Minnesota Timberwolves SGA versus Andy Edwards. Eastern Conference, Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks. If y'all watch the New York Knicks TikToks and all of this stuff, they are going crazy in New York. They are thirsty for a winner in New York. Is one series away from getting to the finals. I'm going to get to all that other stuff in a second. But, real quick, on the two popular teams that were been eliminated this past series, the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics. Nuggets, they fired their coach, Mike Malone. That was so disrespectful. I knew that they weren't going to win. I knew it, guys. That's hard for a rookie interim coach in the middle of the season to take the bull by the horns and coach a team to a finals. They weren't getting past OKC, guys. It was only a matter of time, and it reared its ugly head. The Adelman coach came in. He coached well. I like what he did with SGA. You know, sending anytime when SGA was getting to the paint, they was just collapsing the defense, getting everybody in the corner just to collapse the defense, so where he's getting three defenders going up with shots. So, you know, they made it hard for him, but SGA figured it out in Game 7 and got to his spots. You know, a lot of OKC, I was very disappointed in some of the games because a lot of the guys wasn't shooting well. Lou Dort had an off night. Jay Williams, he was terrible, I think, in Game 6. You know, Shet, oh my God, I like Shet, guys. But it's like with this kid, it's like he's up and down, up and down, up and down. And he needs to get more meat on his bones. Pause. You need to get more meat. You need to eat, bro. You look like Slenderman out there, bro. You need to eat. You look like fucking Dawson from Street Fighter. Get some meat on your bones, bro. This guy is literally getting manhandled in a post with Gilgeous. Not even Gilgeous, guys. It's Aaron Gordon. You look like you're built like Dawson, bro. So, anyways, they move on. But as for the Thunder, the Nuggets, man, they're gonna have to figure this out on what they're gonna do. This is my Sydney rule number 1 for my two favorite sports, football and basketball, guys. If your ass is hurt and you're doing more harm than good when you're out there, just go sit down, brother. Just go sit down. Michael Porter was absolutely horrendous. Look at this. Game 1, 8. Game 2, 21. Game 3, 3. Game 4, 10. Game 5, 10. Game 6, 6. 8, 21, 3, 2, 10, and 6. Nursing a shoulder injury. And don't get me wrong, brother. We commend y'all guys for trying to push through the injury. But if you're telling us you barely can raise your shoulder up and that's affecting your shot, then go sit your ass down somewhere. You're already streaky as it is when you're healthy. I think this should be Michael Porter Jr. Last year in Denver. There's no reason in keeping him. They need to address a backup center. DeAndre Jordan, you can't even play him because he's not giving you nothing on the court at all. On the offense nor defensive end, they need to address that. So that way, you don't always have to go small when jokers sit down. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're having jokers go sit down, you have to keep Aaron Gordon out there to run your center spot. Peyton Watson, he ain't no center. Because DeAndre Jordan, he's unplayable. You see what I'm saying, guys? So they need to address that. And they just went wrong when they let KCP and Bruce Brown walk out the door. It's the same thing when the Lakers won that championship and let Dwight and all them guys, McGee, Rondo, all of them guys, Caruso out. It's the same thing. You know, you could tell Bruce Brown and KCP fit perfectly in that system. And, you know, unfortunately, they can't pay everybody, guys. But one thing I was impressed with, one guy was Christian Brown. I really like what I saw from him. And I think he's figured out how to be a consistent player. I like how hard he played. He made a lot outside shots in that series against OKC. I really like what I saw from him. Now, this is the shit that's pissing me off, guys. Real quick with this Nuggets crap. I've noticed something. When it comes to LeBron and KD, nobody don't want to hear no excuses on why you didn't get it done. I've noticed that. When it comes to Jokic, it's all, he ain't got a head coach. He ain't got a head coach. He ain't got no all-star. He ain't got no good role players. The head coach got fired. All the injuries. Oh, he ain't got an all-star. He ain't got another superstar. But in one breath, y'all telling me he's the best player to ever do it in the last 10 years. He's the best big man of all time. So which one is it? If you're the best player, don't you... His talent should be able to exclude that, right? You see how they move the goalpost, guys? And he is the best player. And I'm not mad at him because when you're playing 4-3-on-5 the whole night, Michael Porter Jr. being out, Aaron Gordon dealing with a hammy, I get it. You're playing with one arm behind your back. Then on top of that, you're getting triple team in the post. Dagnall made it very hard for him, sent them different coverages, and you see he was turning the ball over. You see that, guys? But when it comes to superstars, people don't want to hear no excuses, bro. Did you get it done or not? It's that simple. Did you get it done or not, bro? You didn't even shoot a lot of shots. Game 7. You know, he was trying to get his teammates involved, guys. And when you get in triple team, he's not somebody that's going to force shots. So I'd rather get it to the open players, and they just weren't hitting shots. Jamal Murray went cold. And that's another thing. I don't feel like Jamal is fine, guys. He's, obviously he didn't show up in Game 7, but nobody talk about Jamal Murray when he hooping in Game 6, when they winning games, when he going for 30. But as soon as he struggle, Trey, get Jamal Murray out of there. They just need better role players to me. Better role players. That's all to me for the Nuggets. They don't really need a big-time superstar like that. Jokic is fine. Jokic is going to create offense. Just other guys got to be able to step up better. Michael Porter Jr. needs to go. And as soon as Russell Westbrook got out there, I knew the game was over. I knew it. I knew it, guys. I knew it. I never was a fan of Russell Westbrook. If you want me to be honest with y'all guys, never. I knew it was over for him. Soon as he got out there, he started turning over the ball, throwing the ball in double coverage, not reading the defense. You throwing it to the ball, throwing it to Jokic in the post in his offhand. You see the defender is cheating over. Caruso stealing the ball. Casey Wallace. Every time he threw the ball, he missed the pass to Jokic. Not reading the defense. Move the ball around the perimeter, fool. And you know his outside shot is streaky as hell, guys. You know that. But he hooped. But one thing I could give Russ for this playoffs, he led the entire playoffs so far in bench points and defensive stats. And Russ had really good games, guys. I can't do him that. I'm not about to sit here and scapegoat Russ like he was the big problem. You just got to understand whatever comes with Russ, that's what the hell you going to get with him, bro. So, but yeah, man, I think they're going to address some. I think, like I said, Jamal Murray's fine. All I'm concerned about, get Michael Porter Jr. far away out of Denver, Colorado. Get his ass out of there. Please. Get you some good pieces back, and y'all try to see what you can do. If you feel like you're done with the Jamal Murray era, so be it. So be it. Because at the end of the day, you have to keep your championship window open. I'm not mad at you if you feel like you got to get rid of Murray. But at the end of the day, it's more to it than just Jamal Murray not hooping, guys. They got a few more pieces to figure out. Because as far as I'm concerned, the main guys, Murray, Joke, obviously, Porter, Aaron Gordon, and Christian Braun. They especially Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun, they were pretty good for them in this playoffs. So we'll see what the Nuggets are gonna do going into this offseason. And as for Boston, guys, you see what the problem with Boston? Because they really could have went up 2-0. When you're sitting there shooting, let me tell y'all, they shot 63-point shots in Game 1. And guys, y'all want to know how many shots they hit? 15. They went 15 for 60. You live by the 3, Boston. You die by the 3. And that's what they did, guys. And it caught up with them. Now you have to have Tatum work so hard, blew out his goddamn his foot. His Achilles, blew out his Achilles because you got to work so hard to come back. And he was phenomenal that game. He blew out his Achilles. Prayers up to him. I hope he have a safe, healthy recovery. But you see, when Charles Barkley told y'all fools, if you're not hitting 3-point shots, don't you think common sense will tell you to go get to the paint and drive to the basket so you can get easier shots? Don't you think that, idiots? Don't you think that'll be probably the most common sense thing to do for y'all? If you see the 3-ball not working, maybe, hey, let me start working in the mid-range and get to the basket. I can't stand this NBA sometimes. It's disgusting. And it caught up with y'all behind because the Knicks have the defense to run y'all off the 3-point line and make 3-point shots hard for y'all. They have the size. That was the whole plan for the Knicks this year. We got to find a way to beat the best team in the Eastern Conference. And they did it. Brought in Bridges, brought in Cat, brought in Anunoby. I'm very impressed with Tom Thibodeau. Because I was worried they was making it very hard against the Pistons. It was a hard series for them, but I'm very impressed. But, Jalen Brown, real quick, Jalen Brown, now we get to see if you've been talking about you feel like you probably the best player. Any smart fan know Jason Tatum make this team go. So now we get to see what you can do as being the Batman now. Now we can see you took a step back. I think this was one of your worst scoring seasons in a while with 22.8. We'll see what happens. His true shooting percentage was 54. The league average true shooting percentage was 57.5. They got some things to address. Porzingis, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Drew Holiday, I don't know what they're going to do with him. So I don't know how they're going to fix this Boston Celtics team. But as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to trade no Jalen Brown right now, guys. Just try to find a way to build around your 2 stars. And just, you're going to have to find some temporary stuff for this upcoming year since Tatum is going to be out. And it's very hard, guys, to repeat. Man, that's hard winning one championship, yet alone repeating, guys. That's tough. So it came back to bite them. And it's fine, guys. We'll see what Boston is going to do. But as for this Final Four series, guys, I got a lot of pressure because I told y'all if y'all go back, who do I say making the Western Conference Finals? I didn't give y'all Eastern Conference champion to go to the finals, but I called it. I said OKC Thunder. I don't want to look stupid, guys, because if I look stupid, I got to come on this video and tell y'all I look crazy. OKC, I think they're going to be able to close this out. I think a lot of the mismatches Rudy Gobert was getting in the post where you're playing the Lakers small big men, Golden State small big men. That gets tough. I can just rim run all day, throw alley-oops. You're not going to get anything in the post because y'all small as it is, and then Steph being out. So now this is a true test for Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. Where the Thunder have the size to match up. We have the defenders. And one thing about this real quick, guys. So you see all of that shit with the Timberwolves scoring 80, 90, 100 points, 80, 90 points. You're going to have to score about 120. Because it's going to be some nights OKC Thunder is going to be hitting from all cylinders. So you try to play the defense the whole night. That's fine. You can do that. I'm glad y'all can play the defense. But when it's going to be some nights in this playoff series, you're going to have to go match for match, point for point with these dudes, bro. Am I lying, guys? So, Annie, this is the new generation of superstars, man. New generation of young superstars. SGA and Ant. I'm more of an SGA fan. And you see how he silenced the critics. SGA wasn't getting the calls last series, guys. He wasn't getting no calls. Jokic was. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm very excited. This is a new generation of new superstars. There's no Bryans, guys. There's no KDs. There's no Stephs, no Dames, no Giannis. This is a whole new era of superstars in this conference finals. So, I think OKC should be able to get them about 4-2. And shit, if I'm wrong, guys, I'm gonna be here and make a video and tell y'all I'm wrong. I ain't afraid to admit it. And as for the Indiana and Knicks, I don't know, guys. I can't give y'all. The way Rick Carlisle is coaching his ass off right now. I did not think the Pacers was going to get this far, guys. I did not. They are hitting on all cylinders on the offensive end and on the defensive end too. Because if y'all notice something outside, everybody from 1 to 5 can defend and stretch the flow from the three-point line. Everybody. Hali is probably the weakest link on the defensive side, but offensively, 1 through 5, those guys can hit shots. In the way the bench is hooping for them. Lil TJ. I love Lil TJ McConnell's, brother. I love TJ. Mathering. Obi Toppin. Pacers is going to be hard. I can't give y'all, but I will have to say I think the Knicks' motivation factor is going to play in, and we got the size to be able to play the defense in the backcourt. See, Mitchell and see, the Bucks are not good defensive teams anyway with Dame and them. Torian Print, they wasn't good. Bucks were bad on defense this year. Cavs, small. They small. We can attack them. You see what I'm saying? Now you can play against the Knicks that can go get a bucket on the offensive end and defend in the backcourt as well. See, the Knicks, the only thing I'm worried about, that bench is going to be able to have to produce a little bit more. So Trey McBride, Mitchell Robinson is going to have to stay out of foul trouble and hit free throws because they're going to do a hack-a-shack with Robinson. But it's tough to decide, guys, because Rick Carlisle is coaching his ass off right now. And it's like the Knicks are like the Cowboys. We got to see it to believe it for y'all to make the finals, which I think y'all can. I'm not going to be surprised on whoever win, but I'm in that series, the Eastern with Pacers and Knicks. But last but not least, I do think the OKC Thunder will get there. I do think that because now, the Thunder guys, they don't have to be nervous and be running around on defense with their head cut off trying to defend a superstar big man. Now we could play them one-on-one, Randall and Rudy Gobert. We don't got to send double teams to triple team, having guys hit open shots. And if I'm the Thunder, I'm attacking Rudy and Mike Conley the whole night. And we're going to get their ass out of there real quick. We're going to see what's going to happen. But I'm interested to see how Chris Finch will be able to, get Anthony Edwards some easier shots and set guys up because this team is deep too. Dante DiVincenzo, the cousin, Alexander Walker is nice. Naj Reid has been one of the best players off the bench. So I'm interested to see. It's going to be 2 good series, and I'm excited. So that's all I got for y'all. I'm out. Peace.